The Switch has been out for quite a while, and of course you've always been using the standard docking to connect it to your TV with, of course, the standard charging base. But what happens when you want to use a Pro controller and not the Joy-Cons and you want to charge it from all one piece? Well, then you have to, of course, connect up a USB plug and charge it that way, of course, as well. But I got an option for you that you might actually enjoy with that. Now, this is two different separate pieces. We're going to cover both in this, of course, video. This is from Mobapad. You have the Mobapad Switch Pro controller, and of course, you have the Mobapad docking station right here as well. Now, this docking station is actually really, really cool because, well, it also has a charging capability for your controllers, and we'll get into that with that. Now, inside both of these packages, you're going to get everything you need except for the Nintendo Switch charging cable. You're going to use that USB-C cable to run this device. Now, inside this package right here, guys, we're going to show you guys the docking station. The docking station's still going to allow you to run it just like you would with your standard dock. Inside here, you're going to get two controller connectors. These are, of course, the charging adapter connectors for the piece. You get two of these, so if you guys have two different controllers, you can charge that. You're also going to get the user manual. Now, the user manual is going to tell you guys how to connect it up and everything with that. Now, with this, it is a straight-up docking station. So you have this beautiful white docking station. On the front is where you'll connect your controller in. On the back is where you're going to put your standard Nintendo Switch, just like this. Now, you're going to set that in there. It's going to connect in, and it's going to click into place. It latches into place very well. It fits perfectly well. I like that it connects just like that. Now, again, guys, this is going to allow you to connect your controller up front to allow it to charge with that. On the back, you have, of course, your USB-A port to charge other devices if you need. You also have your HDMI connection to connect up to the TV. That is, of course, your pass-through. Then you have your USB-C 18-watt charging port. Yes, that's right. This has got an 18-watt charging capability with this to allow you to quick charge with it. Now, not just the docking station that we're going to be showing you. We're also going to be showing you guys the ChiTu HD mouse or controller pad. Now, this is a mechanical controller. It's a very cool controller. Some very cool pieces with this, and of course, you can charge it on that dock, so you don't have to worry about it never being charged in usage. Inside here, the packaging is well done. Now, normally I don't do, of course, unboxings like this for us, but we're going to do this. We're going to pull it out. We're going to show you guys the stuff with this. Now, it does have, of course, a user manual. The user manual is going to tell you guys how to connect it up. It's also going to tell you guys how to, of course, use the memory functions on this. It has memory function for buttons. It still has that access gimbal or access with it. So it is still movable and access as you would with a standard Switch controller. Beautiful white or grayish and red colorway. Now you have all your standard buttons, your X, Y, A, B, and all that other cool stuff. You have your home screens, your print, your plus, up and down, and all your connectabilities. On the back, you're going to have your power button, which is going to, of course, turn on, and it's going to power this on just like that. Back there also is your memory function buttons. These are going to allow you to, of course, memory style, of course, a couple pieces. Now, very standard, feels great, fits just like a Nintendo Switch controller should fit in your hand. Here's where it stands out, because right here, this little D-pad can come off, and you can switch it out for the piece that's inside this package. So if you guys want the old school, just cross style of control and connectability, they have the replacement piece for this right there. Now, of course, you guys would just set it in here, and it'll connect up, and it is now, of course, in place. Now, remember, it has to be put into perfect position for it to snap and, of course, connect in. Right there, you're connected up. It does come with the charging cable. If you need the cable, you guys have the USB-C to USB-C or USB-A charging cable. But remember, we have these connectable pieces. These pieces are for the standard system over with the docking station that Mobapad makes. Now, we're going to peel off, of course, that plastic front with this. And I want, of course, the plastic off, so it's going to connect up and actually charge like it should with this. You'll take this and you'll set it up there, and it'll pair in, and you're now into charging mode with this. That's where it's going to allow you to set it down and charge it in all in one piece. This is a cool little option. Now, of course, you have the docking, and of course, you dock it up, connect it up. Now you have everything you need, and it's going to stay charged as you go. Cool part is you still have, of course, your Joy-Cons back here on the Switch charging at the same time if you need. You'll just pull this off, and you guys have the Pro controller to run with that. Now, It's a great option, great piece of technology to be able to do all of that with this, of course, as well. Now, pairing it up, of course, guys, to pair it up. Standard Bluetooth connectability inside the switch, you'll pair it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pair it up and I'm going to show you guys this setup on my projector. We're going to show you guys it in action and show you guys how the controller works. Give me a second, we're going to switch views. Alright, now I have the Mobapad connected up. You guys see I have the Nintendo Switch docked to it. Now, I do have the HDMI cable connected up to my projector. I also have the other adapter. Now, there are two different adapters. One's for the Nintendo Switch Pro Joy-Con. The other is for the Mobapad ChiTu with that. Now, yes, I actually have other controllers that this can actually work with. So like this right here, I can connect up and use it for this controller right here to charge it up. That means I have dual cable capability of using different controllers with this piece. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually move the camera back. I'm going to show you guys how to pair up that controller to your Switch with this. So if you guys give me a second, let's switch views. We're now, of course, connected up to the projector. We're going to come down here to the bottom where it says controllers. We're going to click that. We're then going to go into change grip and order with this, of course, on hand. We're going to now grab this controller, and we're actually going to come back here and grab the M.2, or the, I believe it's the M.2 RAM one. We're going to pull it into, of course, this button. We're going to power it up. It's going to go into, of course, pairing mode. Now with this, we'll tap this, and we now have a controller connected up. That's all there is to this. We are now connected, which means we can go over and grab, of course, a game if they have, of course, they have software updates. They're all going to have software updates. But you see, the controller is now working without an issue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a software update. We'll play a little video game and then we'll let you guys know what I think. Okay, now that we're paired up, I'm going to drop off the lighting and we're going to actually grab this game up here because we're updated. Now, of course, it is Nintendo. We're going to go into this. We're going to start playing, of course, some Zelda. Now, it's going to take a second to load up, but it shouldn't take too long for us to load because, hey, we just updated. Now, we're going to start off, of course, from a spot that I just finished off at, and that's gliding the canyon. Right there, super loud, guys, for you. It's definitely a loud projector. It's, you know, one of them good ones, so not hating it. We're going to hear some, of course, some Zelda gaming and stuff like that, but we'll drop off the sound in a second with that as well. I'll grab the controller so we don't have to worry about that. Now, I'm going to pull down the sound. We don't need that sound, but let's check out the controller. Of course, now we are down. Let's go up here. Let's run up the hill. Let's jump off another cliff real quick. Let's glide. This controller works really well, and the docking actually has no input issue. The resolution looks about the same as you would expect from another Switch, from the original dock, which is kind of cool. And of course, you have all the connectabilities, guys. Plug in your controller, set it down there, and charge it. It actually works really, really well. Now, I am loving that really decently well. What I can actually do now is, of course, bring the lighting back on for you. We'll pop that light up. We'll drop, of course, down to the Switch, of course, with that on hand. We'll bring up some more lighting, and we'll bring you back into, of course, the dock. Now, right down there is that beautiful dock and, of course, controller. Mobapad did really well. Now, the one thing I will tell you is when it is sitting on here, it trickle charges, so it's not permanently pulling all that power, so you're going to have a longer battery life. If you need it, it does have that 18-watt quick charge for you, though, there with that. If you guys need a pair like this, a dock and a controller, Mobapad's got you covered with this one, guys.